What's up, dudes? It's Dimblaze here, coming at you with a Frost DK guide for Nighthold. It looks like we're gonna be pretty fucking good for Nighthold because there is a bunch of cleave fights that you can just reap with Breath of Cindergosa, dude. Oh my god, even with the nerf, it's still so much better, I think, than any other spec. If y'all don't agree with me, just put the comments down below. I know Icy Veins has the main spec that's, you know, Icy Talons, all that shit. Yo, you gotta fucking keep up the haystacks, bro. I don't know. I like this spec a lot more because there's a lot more managing with the runic power funneling in. But yeah, let's get into it. Start priorities. Crit and haste. Crit you want 25%. Haste you want 20%. Haste is really probably going to be the main priority, so if you don't have that crit cap, try and just make sure you get that haste cap first, because with the rune regeneration, being able to spam more obliterates, more howling blasts, and everything like that is going to help you funnel runic power into that big ass breath that we're going to reap on. And yeah, after you get the crit and haste caps, though, you probably want to stack mastery. That's what I do, at least, because most of my top hitting abilities are with frost damage, and mastery increases our frost damage done by 30%. Okay, 1%. But yeah, like, just look at the abilities. Breath of Cindergosa, frost damage. Remorseless Winter, frost damage. With the talents that I've picked, it's also gonna really help with that. And obliterate, yeah, it's physical. Whoop-de-fucking do, because it is 5th or 6th on my most damaging abilities, and it's probably one of the hardest hitting ones, you know, or at least like in one strike, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and Howling Blast too, frost damage, you know, you do more, and especially with Howling Blast, because you get that 208k, at least, you know, for me, because I got all that mastery, over 24 seconds, along with a rhyme proc. That's going to be hitting pretty fucking hard. But yeah, let's go into the next part. Alright, so now on to the fun part, the rotation. For me, because I have the legendary that increases my damage done by Howling Blast while they're hit with Remorseless, my opener is going to be a little bit different than usual. If you don't have the legendary, you usually want to pop Pillar of Frost, then Howling Blast, and then Remorseless Winter once you get in range. But for me, I'm going to go with Pillar of Frost, Remorseless Winter, Howling Blast, and then start spamming those obliterates, trying to either get a rhyme proc or to just cap out on runic power so you can go into the fatty breath. After the breath, and you start rolling into, you know, spending your runic power pretty quick. You want to try and use all your runes up before you pop Hungering Rune Weapon. Then after that, you just want to basically be spamming those obliterates and keeping up Remorseless Winter whenever possible. And whenever you get a rhyme proc, use it. Always use the rhyme procs. That's going to be key. Don't let those go to waste at all. Alright, let's see how it is in action. If you need to see the spells, I'm not going to be calling them out because it's way too quick. And it count, like on my spell flash, it counts Remorseless Winter like a bunch of times, but just watch the spell flash over here in the corner if you want to see exactly the way to do it. Alright, let's get it. Not going to be lusting here, so it's not going to be that increased damage, but you'll see how it works. Obliterate, try and get that runic power on a winner to get it. Then pop that breath. Always use those rhyme procs. Always use those rhyme procs. And look at that. See, now I got a nice long breath with the obliterates coming in with the Hungering Rune Weapon. Look at that. Spicy. Let's go for a little bit more deeps. And I also did not use Blood Fury because I'm a fucking idiot, but you know, it is what it is. Get that nice winner in. Another one. And look at that. Look at that breath, dude. Look at that breath. Then once it falls off, boom! Breath of Cindergosa. That shit hit for fucking 3 mil, dude. Holy shit. Alright. Get that frost stuff. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oops. Whatever. Still 500k, who cares? In this phase, you usually want to use Frost Strike just to stop from capping out on Runic Power. But you know, you can do what you do. And that's what I usually try to do, just to stop from capping out, or if there's a gap in the rotation, that's usually when I pop it. See, like right here, while I'm waiting for the Obliterate, get 2 Frost Strikes off, but still keep the Remorseless Winter going. There we go, Frost Strike here. Now is the point where I want to start gathering up that Runic Power again for the next breath. Try and keep it almost capped. Look at them fucking crits, bro. Holy shit. Alright, wait for it, wait for it. There we go. Get that Remorseless up. Bang. Bang. Come on, Horn. Oh no. Fuck. Well, I fucked it up. I'm still doing alright. I don't know why, but sometimes my breath doesn't pop. Doesn't make any sense. Alright. And after this Obliterate, bang, bang. I ended at 480k. Without a flask, might I add, and my sim right now is supposed to be, oh shit, let's scroll up here, 497, I mean, I did, shit, I did 75 mil damage, so, I mean, with a flask, it would definitely skyrocket. It would be pretty damn close to my parse. When you, I mean, not parse, but sim. When you go for the sim, you don't want to copy it exactly. You know, that's basically impossible unless you're just like so on point. It's ridiculous, but usually want to shoot for around 20k off, give or take. And plus the fact that I didn't have my flask, I definitely would have gone pretty good there. But yeah, for simulation craft. It's a long thing to get into, but I'll definitely describe my experiences with it in a future video. Alright, now here's where you're gonna fucking excel. 3+ cleave for a fight like High Botanist, Spellblade, you know, fights like that. You're gonna have to run, let's see, the same fucking spec. Oh, who would have known? Who would have known? It's pretty versatile, to be honest with you. Like, it can still work no matter what you're doing. You can do Mythic Plus with this spec. I've been doing, like, some, like, 7s, 9s, and shit like that just for farm, you know? Just too lazy to switch specs. I'm not trying to buy a tome. And I'd be pulling, like, 550, 560 throughout the entire dungeon. And once you get to the single target, you actually wreck kids. At least I wrecked a few Demon Hunters, warriors that were out gearing me by a decent amount, and yeah, it's a pretty good Mythic Plus spec overall. I will have a Mythic Plus guide in the future, but this does seem to work out pretty well. If you just want to get used to the spec and practice it in all aspects of your PvP life, you know. Alright, it's, to be honest, it's basically the same thing as the raid spec. For me, Pillar Frost, Remorseless Winter, Helen Blast, and then Obliterates, Rhyme Procs, Horn, into Breath, Waste Your Runes, Hungering Rune Weapon. The only thing is, in the middle of that mumbo jumbo, you gotta fucking pop Syndra, because that's gonna hit hard. Alright, let's see what you can do here. Well, up 2 seconds. And, actually 10. We'll see how we do here. Not going to use Lust again, that way, you know, you can see without Lust. Oh, you know what? I'm a fucking retard. Let's see here. You want to be rolling with a stat stick. You usually want to go with a mastery stat stick because all your AoE damage, believe it or not, is frost, bro. So you need to keep that stacked up, and plus the spontaneous appendages, in my case, it does a shit ton of AoE damage. Alright, one more time. Alright, let's fucking go. You'll be amazed, bro. Let's go. Get that round proc. Ooh, obliterate. Bang. Right into the fucking Syndra. Oh, there we go. That's sexy. Right after I pop Remorseless, dude. Had that fatty rhyme proc. Alright, get that fatty Horn of Winter just to keep the runic power up there. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Oh, this might be where it falls off, yeah. Alright. Let's see, after that Howling Blast, look at that. 1.15 mil with 57 million damage. How long was that? Wow. That is insane, dude. 1.15 mil without any kind of good legendary. I mean, yeah, this helps. Yeah. No, okay, maybe it was good legendary, but still. 1.15 mil over like 30 seconds, or not even 30 seconds. That was probably a whole minute, right? Yeah, whole minute. So, my final thoughts on Death Knights and the way they are right now, the spec, how it plays, you know, stuff like that. I honestly think everything is pretty damn good, dude. Like, Breath used to be fucked up. Breath used to hit for way more damage, and we're like crazily overpowered. But they nerfed it, you know. They didn't nerf it. They basically made it balanced, you know. So there's nothing to complain there. And obviously, I love the Breath of Syndra Ghost spec because there's a lot more management rather than just every 30 seconds or every 10 seconds, rather. You have to keep up Icy Talons, which that was a joke. The spec was pretty damn easy to play, and there wasn't really much of a challenge at all. I don't know. I like the way that Breath plays, and just funneling all of your abilities into one major ability. I think that's a pretty fun way to play. And for Nighthold and how we're gonna do, I honestly think DKs are probably gonna be one of the top of parses. There's such AoE heavy fights, you know, with the Scorpion. You have so much fucking ads everywhere. And if your guild really wanted you to parse, like after it's all on clear and stuff, you're gonna be pulling all those ads, and all those ads are gonna get hit by Remorseless Winter, Rhyme Procs, and Sin. So yeah, and Chrono, same thing. Once you kill the ad splits up into 4, you just cleaving off all of them. Triliax, yeah, maybe a rogue will get you there, here and there, maybe an arms warrior will get you, but whatever, you know, everyone gets one, right? Spellblade, all the ads that spawn in every single phase, gotta be cleaving off of those, having a great ass time. Tichondrius, I've actually done decent with this, but I've seen a lot of melee struggling because they're not really, you know, funneling into the ads. They're just staying on the boss, which does hurt in your DPS a little bit, just because you're not getting all that cleave on. Crosis, it's Ursoc or Butcher 3.0, however you want to call it. You just deeps. You know, you can still get decent parses off of that. Because there might be an ad that spawns a melee if someone doesn't soak it, so, you know, a high botanist. And that's probably going to be my fight, let's be honest. There's 3 different bosses with ads that come out every minute or so, whatever it is. Like, you're just gonna be cleaving for days, dude. So Harger, it's not really a great fight for Death Knights. There's one ad that comes out so you can put a breath on it and hit the ad in the boss, but it's not gonna be that great of a fight. Magistrix, you know, I thought this was going to be a shitty fight at first, but I ended up doing decent on the meters. Like, it wasn't really that bad. The fact that you get that haste buff just trumps everything, man. Trumps everything. It's just you're spamming Obliterate so fast, Howling Blast, everything is just combining into a jumble of damage. Gul'dan, it's a good fight. You get your own haste buff. They get to click on yourself so you don't even gotta run to a bubble. So that's pretty damn useful. And when the Eye of Gul'dan comes out, it's gonna be so much cleave. So much cleave. So, yeah. Yeah, final thoughts on Death Knights and Nighthold. They're gonna be fucking great. If you find a guild that doesn't have a Death Knight, join it. Honestly, you'll probably get accepted pretty quick. That's usually the case, especially if you're half decent, but just keep perfecting the rotation. That's what it's about. If you don't perfect the rotation with being able to, keep your runic power up while you're channeling breath, then you're not going to do so hot. But if you do, just keep practicing. Usually, I go on a training dummy, give or take 5-10 minutes a day. That's all you need. 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day over a week, 70 minutes just on a training dummy practicing the rotation, Everything helps. But, yeah, that's about it. And with that, I'll bid you adieu. And I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully a Mythic Plus guide. Alright, see you guys.